26-21 in the second. Watch Angel Reese going to work, making her way inside and finishing with the layup here as she just sort of bowls her way inside. Then in transition, Reese again at it, picking a lane and going at it hard, plus the foul. She'd missed the free throw. Later, Rachel Banham creating some space to knock down the mid-range jumper. Now Chicago is up by 10. Later in the second, the Lynx trying to close that gap. Kayla McBride hits a quick three from the wing, and all of a sudden it's down to 2. That's where it stood at the break. Chicago up 46-44. In the third, it's Collier getting the ball and laying that one in off a nice pass from Kayla McBride. Then Angel Reese goes for the layup in the paint, and that works wonderfully. Kayla McBride with a quick trigger three-pointer, and this one falls again. Then Nephesia Collier nails a last-second three to end the third quarter, and Minnesota, their lead back up to that 5 margin. In the fourth, more from the Lynx. Collier in the corner, knocking down a three there. Kayla McBride, she makes a smooth finger roll. Minnesota gets the W. Final score in this one, 91-78. The Atlanta Dream taking on the New York Liberty without the services of the great Ryan Howard. She's got a knee injury, so the task is even tougher. We start you out in the first, and it's Sabrina Ionescu with the dish to Brianna Stewart underneath. Nice cut for the layup. Then Leonie Fibish drops a triple, and New York's up 9-4. From there, Atlanta starts taking over. Maya Caldwell to Alicia Gray for the three. Then the Dream on the break. Gray drives inside for the layup. She had 16 on the game. Later, some good ball movement leads to a layup down low. Nice seal as well from Brianna Jones. Then Brittany Griner in the post hits the hook shot. She had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Atlanta up 32-15. Back comes New York. Brianna Stewart driving in and hits the short shot off glass. Then it's Ionescu on the break for the layup. She had 9 points and 5 assists in this one. And Atlanta's lead was down to 11 at the half. In the third, more from New York. Ionescu hits the pull-up jumper here. Then Stewart knocks down a three-pointer as she's just left open, and she knocks that one down, just staring down Brittany Griner and drills the shot. Then Stewart drives and knocks down the short pull-up jumper. Later, it's Maureen Johannes draining a triple. This ties the game. Then Stewart to Fibish for the three. She had 21 on the afternoon. Later, New York extending that lead. Natasha Cloud in the post gets the tough reverse layup to fall. Then Niera Sabali knocks down the three, and New York's up by 10 courtesy of that Sabali three. Stewart closing things out, drives inside for the finger roll, then off a steal. Brianna sprints down the floor for the layup. She also had a double-double in this one, 18 points, 10 rebounds in New York. Comes back and gets the W. Final score, 79-72.
Of a queen, you supposed to kneel.
She's got it tonight, folks.
Don't make me leave you tripping like you broke a heel. She was
in Chicago, we've got Blue
news, guys. We've got brunch, we've got basketball. What more do you want? Dream and Sky for the third time this year. The Dream have taken the first two. It is our day, kids camp day here at Wintrust Arena. Let's go. These kids are fired up to watch some WNBA basketball, as are we. Shimmy Miller, Lisa Bynes, and Kalia Butler on the sideline for us. Well, those kids are hoping they got plenty to cheer for. It's going to be tough. The Chicago Sky shorthanded. Our University of Chicago Medicine game status report for the first time this year. No Ariel Atkins and no Angel Reese.
There's going to be a lot of disappointed young kids out there wearing Angel Reese jerseys, not getting a chance to see their superstar play. But in addition to what you're losing from these two leading scorers for Chicago on the offensive end, you're losing a lot of defense. Between the two of them, almost 4 steals per game.
The scouting report of the game is brought to you by Microsoft Copilot, official AI partner of the Sky. Alicia Gray for the Atlanta Dream is putting up what you feel like MVP numbers.
Well, I do. If you just look at what she's doing this season for a very good Atlanta Dream team, she's not just an all-star. She's an MVP candidate, but ironically, she's only averaging about 13 points against the Sky for her career.
So keep an eye on that here today. In today's starting lineup, there's some changes presented by Olay, the official skincare partner of the Sky. The Sky, not the only one dealing with injuries. No Ryan Howard for Atlanta. She's out with a left knee injury. That means Maya Caldwell will be in the starting lineup once again. She's coming off a season high. But this is the 8th different starting lineup. Elizabeth Williams is back in, and Mariah Jefferson starting for the first time this season. What do you make of the starting lineup for the Sky?
I like the adjustment that Tyler Marsh is making. You've got 2 ball handlers in the game right now against this Atlanta pressure. And the good news is the last time Mariah Jefferson was a full-time starter, she averaged over 10 points a game.
So we will see. Now keep in mind, Tyler Marsh, the Chicago Sky do have some days with the All-Star break approaching. This is the last game that they'll play before the weekend All-Star break. They won't play again until next week. Our Crown Royal, it's time to tip off with Crown Royal between the Sky and the Dream for the 3rd time this season. I mentioned that the Dream took the first 2 meetings. And on camp day, the Sky have been pretty good. They won both their camp day games last year. And they have a 6-3 overall record at Wintrust with these day games. It'll be Tim Green, our crew chief, Teresa Stuck, our referee, and Gerda Gatling is our umpire. The tip going to the Atlanta Dream. Dream won on June 22nd, 93-80. They won on June 13th, 88-70. Ryan Howard was big in both of those games. Again, they will be unavailable through the month of July. Empty possession on the first possession for Atlanta. Mariah Jefferson. 3 DNPs coming into today. And we got a whistle and a moving screen against Elizabeth Williams. That's her first.
That's the danger with playing both bigs for Chicago Sky, is you're at risk of one of them getting in early foul trouble. And this is the type of foul that Elizabeth Williams wishes she could have back. And it is a moving screen. You've got to give the defender time and distance, which she did there.
Yeah, no Angel Reese, too. They're going to be shorthanded at that post position. There's Brittany Griner. She's going to be a problem all day long. One thing Tyler Marsh says, we can't get into foul trouble in our front court.
I was watching Brittany Griner warm up before the game, and she is just so incredibly skilled. At her size, you forget how great her footwork is.
One of the big pickups, Brianna Jones and Brittany Griner for Atlanta, the 2 bigs that the Dream went out and got in the free agency world in the offseason. Here's Caldwell feeding Jones on the post and going right at Elizabeth Williams, who already has that 1 foul. Maddie Westbeld will be getting some more time as a post player off the bench for the Sky here today. There's that double team on Griner. And Caldwell tosses it up, not there.
So one of the things Chicago can do to help offset the size and protect Elizabeth Williams and Camila Cardoso is double off, help off. Neither Jones nor Griner are prolific 3-point shooters.
8 here to shoot. Michaela Onyenwere leaning in up against Caldwell. Not there. Still looking for their first points. Points are at a premium for both of these teams. 2-0 score. We played 2 minutes. Jones getting a lot of touches. And she kicks it out to Brittany Griner for three. My goodness, and Griner does not shoot a ton of those. Only her third make and 11th attempt this year.
But that's the defense that I actually want to see. You saw Camila Cardoso sag off of Brittany Griner to help Elizabeth Williams, and then Brittany shot that three. I would continue to play the percentages if I were Chicago, and I would not mind continuing to leave Brittany Griner or Bree Jones open on the three to help protect your other big in the paint.
I mentioned she's 2 for 10 coming into this game. Brittany Griner from three-point territory. You see here she's got an early 5 points, all 5 for the Dream. Hasn't missed a shot yet. Quick crossover and finish. Jordan Canada's first points.
That's going to be a tough matchup for Rachel Banham. It is hard to keep Jordan Canada in front of you.
Early 7-0 start here for the Dream. Cardoso decides to challenge Griner. Not a good idea on that attempt.
I actually like the challenge, Lisa. What I didn't like is the execution. I like the hard, aggressive rip, but this and that, when she gets into the paint, she needs to gather herself, go off 2 feet.
So you like the challenge, adjust the finish.
Absolutely.
We've played 3 minutes. Sky's still looking for their first points. It's going to be a jump ball. Wow, Canada and Banham getting tied up. Tyler Marsh dealing with no Ariel Atkins, missing her first game of the season. No Angel Reese, missing her first game of the season today. Elizabeth Williams, there's Chicago's first points. Shot clock was winding down. Elizabeth Williams' numbers in an earlier meeting in June against Atlanta. Remember, she had quite the career wearing a Dream jersey. Gray gets it knocked away, finds Caldwell for three, drills it.
Every single player in the Dream uniform is programmed to shoot threes if they're open, regardless of their percentages.
Mariah Jefferson, her first points, her first three of the season. Mariah Jefferson, to put it in perspective, no points this year.
I'm happy for Mariah Jefferson. She's really battled through some leg injuries over the last couple of seasons. She's always been a scoring point guard ever since she came to this league. Sometimes you just need a little confidence and opportunity.
Gray sinks the first free throw. Magellan Corporation, a specialty steel distributor with a heart of gold. Proud sponsor of the Chicago Sky. Tyler Marsh felt comfortable with Mariah. Playing in the 9th year in the league, he felt like it was important to get her in the lineup and now have Haley Van Lith, who's in the game right now, coming off the bench.
I think that's a great move. So it gives Haley Van Lith, the rookie, a chance to settle in, sit down for a few minutes, watch the flow of the game before throwing her out there.
Elizabeth Williams gets it out to Cardoso. Can't put it away.
Again, I would like to see Camila Cardoso gather herself, finish off 2 feet, go up strong at the rim.
Jordan Canada driving, gets turned away, corner shot, in and out. Caldwell has one of those, misses that attempt. Maya Caldwell coming off of 12 points in the last game on Sunday. That's a season high for her. She was inserted in the starting lineup with no Ryan Howard for the Dream again here today. Onyenwere off the mark. Griner back to Jones. She'll pass up that three. And they turn it over. First turnover for the Dream here today. Banham gives it back to Onyenwere. Cardoso against Griner. 1 second on the shot clock violation. Well, the Dream jumped out to a 7-0 start. They lead 12-5. It's our first time out.
Ionescu, long three, it's contested. Oh, the outside witchcraft from Sabrina. 4-point play opportunity. 11 lead changes. Ionescu with the rainbow.
Off to Stewie.
A dime from Sabrina Ionescu.
Here's Evans dancing around. Ionescu had a poke from behind. What a pedal. Sabrina Ionescu.
Ionescu, what a finish with the left of the window.
Thomas, head down, falling away. Why not another? 29 for Thomas. Thomas, spin cycle. 2 more for AT. Lob inside, Bonner, and one. The offense running through Collier, but it's stolen away. Thomas.
Slow her down, slow her down.
JJ tries to, but that is like a train. You're not going to slow her down.
Welcome fans to WNBA Live, presented by Panini, the ultimate fan experience.
Mariah Jefferson getting her first points of the season. It is our Chicago Sky First, brought to you by First Lady, the official river cruise partner of the Sky. And Kalia Butler, you've got more on Mariah Jefferson.
Bringing a sense of calmness is the main contribution Mariah Jefferson wants to bring onto the court with Ariel Atkins being out, saying that from her leadership on the court that's going to be her main factor going into today. Especially dealing with the injury that she has had on and off. She's gained a new perspective of the game and wants to come out and control the pace and game by setting the tone very early.
And what have you seen with that tone by Mo Jefferson?
I liked her pace. She had nice bounce to her. She didn't seem slowed or hampered at all by her lingering leg injury. She didn't get exploited defensively, and in the few minutes that she's played so far this season, Lisa, she's been, straddled with two areas: the turnover rate and the defensive efficiency. I didn't see any of that to start this game.
No Ariel Atkins on the bench, but you saw Angel Reese there sitting with Mariah Jefferson here today. Angel's been really active on the bench here so far. Her team trailing 12-5 going into this possession. 6 to shoot. Onyanwere. In and out. Kia Nurse battling for it. Everyone's going to have to try to chip in with extra minutes here today. Well short for Pow Pow. Look at Angel Reese missing the first game of the season for her. She had missed 4 games at the tail end of the season last year. That is something where someone like Camilo Cardoso had stepped up her numbers during that time with Angel being out.
Camila has done an excellent job going all the way back to last season of really elevating her game when Angel is out, when she has to.
Tyler Marsh has said with Angel Reese, it is more precautionary here today. With Ariel Atkins, that one's being more evaluated in his words day to day. A walking violation and a turnover here for the Dream.
It's a great job by Haley Van Lith of clogging up the driving lane for Canada and causing that turnover. I'm going to tell you, what I love about this rookie is she is not afraid to mix it up. She gets right in there. She sticks her face in there. She gets her hands in there. She is willing to do the dirty work and the necessary.
Well, we've been stuck at 12-5 here for quite some time, it feels like, here in the first quarter. And Jones tips it away from Cardoso. That is the fourth turnover here for the Sky. They've actually, in this series against the Dream, have only been averaging 10.5 turnovers. And Jones turns the corner on Cardoso for the and one.
Bree Jones did an excellent job of getting deep position against Camila. And where Camila went wrong on that play, Lisa, she went for the steal. She tried to go around the top to get the steal right here. And then it puts her out of position. And then Bree Jones was able to just keep her on her back.
So Cardoso on the bench. Elizabeth Williams, Rebecca Allen, Maddie Westbeld, Haley Van Lith, and Kia Nurse are your five out there for the Sky. And that will help. Kia Nurse had a stretch of 5 games where she shot the ball really, really well. Has fallen off the last couple. Maybe that'll get her going again. Quick basket there for the Dream.
That was all muscle by Bree Jones.
From Maryland Terrapin Products. Big Ten fans in Midwest country are familiar and watching her do moves like that. Look at Gray on the move. Nobody stops her until the end. Beck Allen picks up the late foul call on the attempt on the shot block. It's her first.
Alicia Gray and Jordan Canada are as fast with the ball as any 2 players in this entire league.
As you're saying that, Jordan Canada is getting set to check back in for the Dream. Almost be a line change. 4 Dream players are ready to get checked back in.
Expect a lot of substitution patterns like this all afternoon. When you play with the pace that Atlanta plays with, the way that they shoot the 3, they have to play a lot of subs, heavy minutes.
University of Chicago Medicine is proud to be the exclusive medical provider for your Chicago Sky. Use Chicago Medicine at the forefront. With Carl Smesko in year number 1 with the Dream, Shimmy, you've talked about maybe substitutions, rotations is one way that this Dream team looks different, but you also mentioned the three-point shooting.
They went from one of the least proficient three-point shooting teams in the league last year to one of the most prolific this season without really losing a lot on the defensive end, which is hard to do.
Van Lith to E. Will. She's going to challenge Brittany Griner. Boy, these front court players not shy to go right at Griner here today between Cardoso and Elizabeth Williams. I like what you said about that. You got to have that attitude. Well short, barely grazing the rim there for Gray. It'll be Chicago basketball. Again, the Dream got off to that 7-0 start against Tyler Marsh in the Sky, and so Chicago has been playing catch-up from the jump.
If there's one team in this league where Angel Reese could afford to sit out, it would be Atlanta, because this would mean Maddie Westbeld gets more of an opportunity. She matches up well against Naz Hillman and Nia Coffey, who just grabbed that rebound.
Caldwell the crossover. A lot of Big Ten products. Nia Coffey playing just down the road at Northwestern. Naz Hillman, of course, a star at Michigan. 6 seconds here to shoot. Canada, crossover. And that soft touch. Penetrating against that defense. 4 points for Jordan Canada in her 8 minutes here so far in this first quarter. Westbeld thought about it. 8 seconds. Someone's got to do something with it. Westbeld needs some help. Backdoor look. Kia Nurse tosses it up. A foul call. Which is actually the first team foul of Atlanta here this first quarter. But they call it a shooting foul. So Kia Nurse will have a couple at the free throw line. Your local Ford dealers are the official vehicle partner of the Chicago Sky. Fresh shipments of adventure-ready SUVs are in stock and ready to drive home today. Stop by your local Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com to learn more.
Kia Nurse drew that foul by creating something out of nothing. And even when she has had those stretches where she hasn't been shooting well, that's the value she provides. She's smart, she's savvy, she's a veteran, she knows how to play the game.
Grunner steps it back in the final few seconds of the first quarter. Hasn't missed a shot in the first. 3 for 3 for her 7 points. Here's Banham, 1 second. Banham launching from half court, won't count. Didn't get it off in time. So a 23-10 advantage. Dream over the Sky this day game here at Wintrust Arena. Chicago, we have a cold timeout for you, brought to you by Revolution. We'll be right back.
I started in the G League as a player development intern, worked my way up to assistant coach for another 3 years. Spent 4 years in the NBA, 2 as a video coordinator, player development coach with Toronto Raptors, and 2 as an assistant coach with the Indiana Pacers prior to coming over to the WNBA.
Tyler Marsh, one of our assistants, I asked him, what do you think one of your greatest strengths is? And he said player development. And I was like, great. That's having a good eye, that's having a good work ethic, that's having a good relationship and good communication skills with the girls.
We dictate everything. They go on a run, we're fine. We call a timeout if we need to, we sustain their runs. This is about us always. We got enough right here.
Tyler Marsh is cool as a cucumber, Lisa. This is his first head coaching job, but he's not new to basketball.
Greatest of all time.
Fierce competitor with an incredible work ethic.
Over the head, only Sue.
Sue Bird with her first points as a Seattle Storm.
Bird again, she's feeling it. Sue Bird is back in the zone.
Sue Bird, all-time leading assist leader in WNBA history.
Boy, how did she get that off? Sylvia fouls.
Stays on her feet, and she just says, give me that, Lisa Leslie.
One of the sweetest, kindest souls this league has ever known. The WNBA career leader in field goal percentage, a 2-time champion.
Pondexter spins, off balance.
Good! Oh! Pondexter! Beautiful little delivery.
Abby Pondexter is just solely taking over.
Elena Beard the other way, and a reverse layup.
Oh, wow.
Beard, a three, it's good! At the buzzer!
The takeaway by Beard.
Beard has taken over as this game has gone on.
Elena Beard, a little showtime.
Plays like that, put her in the Hall of Fame.
Welcome back to Wintrust Arena. The Dream lead the Sky 23-10. It is camp day here at Wintrust Arena, and joined alongside me is some members of Intentional Sports. Today, Angel Reese Foundation was able to pay for a handful of students to come to today's game. Rebecca, you're an advisor for this group. What has it been like being able to see your students out here at the game?
It's been so exciting, both to see, the growth of the game, but then also this excitement for the girls. And these players are really role models for them, so we're really grateful.
Alyssa, for you are a student, and this is your first ever WNBA game. How excited are you to be here?
It's really exciting. I was kind of bummed out that Angel Reese was out, though.
Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the game.
And that's a natural reaction, right? We're all bummed, too, that Angel's not playing here today. But what a great gesture by Angel and her foundation as well. And they certainly are becoming more connected with the Chicagoland community. This is home to Angel. This is another home for her. She grew up in Baltimore, and now Chicago is a home to Angel Reese. And want to mention, too, that group is from Intentional Sports, and in partnership with the Angel Reese Foundation and Reebok, they welcome Chicagoans. This is going to be exciting. You see the date there. It's Saturday, August 16th. It's a back-to-school backpack giveaway for kids in the Chicagoland area. Angel's going to show up. It's a free event. It's going to be carnival games, food trucks, bouncy houses, and we talked about like school supply giveaway. I mean, you and I are going to show up too, just for the fun.
Oh my goodness, I'll be there. I'm going to be wearing my Me Bounce t-shirt. But in all seriousness, what Angel has done in her rise to stardom is she has not forgotten where she's come from. And so this event, it serves kids who need these school supplies, who need these backpacks.
Yep.
And I just continue to be impressed with this young woman.
And Intentional Sports is a beautiful facility over on the west side. Non-profit organization that has a beautiful space for kids who need it. And there's a three-pointer. And the answer from Gray to the three-pointer by Rachel Bana. And a 14-point advantage here for the Dream. It's the largest lead of the game here so far.
Chicago scored 10 points. It's a season low for a first quarter this season. And it's a little bit of what I expected when you lose your top two leading scorers. And there's going to be an adjustment. And hopefully Chicago has made that adjustment. And then they're able to play these last three quarters with more offense flowing through the rest of the players.
Beck Allen with the miss. You talk about Rachel Bana. Look at the reliability report for her as a point guard. The reliability report is brought to you by Xfinity, the official mobile and Wi-Fi provider of the Chicago Sky. That is what you call a jump in numbers.
Well, and the stat that's not on this awesome graphic is her turnovers. Rachel is even with tripling her ball handling responsibilities as a starter, she's still only averaging 1.4 turnovers per game.
And speaking of turnover, a walking violation as Brittany Griner begs to differ with Gerda Gatling, talking about what her pivot foot. She thought she kept her pivot foot on that move. Bana to Cardoso. There's your pump fake. Is that one more what you were looking for?
That's exactly what I was looking for. Now, since the coach and me, I'm going to be a little nitpicky. Now all she needs to do is finish a little higher. So she's got the footwork. She's got the shot fakes. Just leave it high off the glass. Give it a chance to go in.
All right. They force back-to-back turnovers here. Bana and Beck Allen. Oh, look at that move. In and out. Man, the rims are supposed to be favorable at home. Alicia Gray struggling at least a little bit today, shooting from distance. Second three-point miss. She's 1 for 4 from the field. She's done most of her damage from the free throw line for her 7 points. Here's Kia Nurse. Naz Hillman stretching her game out from Ann Arbor to Atlanta to do things like that, and we've got a timeout. That three-pointer, the silencer here for the Sky and Tyler Marsh.